Welcome to the end of day routine video for Nimble Nectar. I'm going to tell you how to have a great end of day routine so that your booth will get back to the way it looked right when you started the day. Here's a tip. Use the handbook. The Costco Roadshow Handbook is in every single Roadshow kit, and this has tons of great checklists like this one for the end of day that's going to tell you exactly what you need to know step by step. Take off the apron and leave it behind in the bin for the person the next day. Use the sanitizer spray and paper towels to wipe down any sticky spots on the table or signs. Next, we will wash and sanitize trays and spouts. Ask an employee for an available, clean, 3-compartment sink in the bakery, deli, or CVS. Wash, rinse, and sanitize your trays and spouts as you've been instructed in your Costco Food Safety certification. Next, restock the ice chest. Save partial bottles for use tomorrow and replace the caps. Add more of each flavor as needed so that you have 2 of each flavor in your ice chest. Then add more ice up to the necks of the bottles. Now it's time to restock the top layers of your pallets. You've had a great day of sales and lots of your product is sold through. We need to restock the tops so that they're full like this. You also need to make sure that all the flavors are available for sale the next day. In some locations, there is a refill pallet in the back. If this is the case, then one of your 4 flavors is in the back, and you need to bring out more of those cases so that it's available for sale the next day. Use one of the flats available at Costco to bring out the cases you need. Using the knife, carefully open up the cases as needed to replace inventory that you have sold through during the course of the day. Except for flavors on the refill pallet, flavors are stacked vertically on the pallets. That means if you sold a lot of something in one space here, like this clear space, then more of that flavor is just directly underneath. If needed, you can use some of the boxes that are going to be emptied during this restocking process to cut them down with a knife to make more half-sided trays. Also notice that Spencer is turning the cases so that they are stacked in an alternating pattern, like bricks in the wall. This helps make sure that the cases are stable and they don't get wobbly. On Thursday and Friday nights, throw any boxes that you don't need away in the baler. The night before the last day of the show, which is usually Saturday night, we want to save extra boxes so that any unsold product on the top layers can go back in a full-size box when we return it to the warehouse. Spencer is showing here that when you unload a box, you can turn it upside down and leave it in place on our display. That way we have lots of extra boxes for use tomorrow. Then put a tray of bottles on top in an alternating direction to hold it in place. And finally, turn all the bottles on the outside rows so that the labels are facing outwards. After restocking the top layer, we want to make sure that it is 4 feet high, about chest high. You can ask a manager to have a forklift driver assist if we need to put extra pallet skids underneath. If you are a location selling pick 3s, then you need to make sure that you have 4 to 5 full master packs of pick 3s under your table. You can get more from the refill pallet in the back. Finally, dispose of any remaining trash around the booth. Empty bottles can be recycled in the back. Okay, take a look. Looks like our booth is back to being clean and fully restocked. I've been filling out my checklist all along, so I know I've covered everything. I'll send my end-of-day picks to roadshows@nimblenectar.com, referring to the handbook wherever I need to make sure that I send everything in. And finally, I'm going to clock out of T-sheets. Open the app and clock out. And that's it. Congrats. Easy peasy, right? Go home and put your feet up.